All right, here in Mike's garage today, we're working on the BMW 328D. Needs an oil change. We're going to change a few of the filters. So here's just a few of the things we're going to need. We're going to need oil, obviously, liquid moly 5W30. We've got 6 liters of it. Takes about 5.5 liters. So we got this, and then we have the. This is the oil filter. And then we have we're gonna do the cabin air filter and the engine oil filter. Just wanted to give a quick shout out to the FCP Euro. That was the website I got this from. Quick and easy, free shipping over $50, and they verified that I got the right oil, the right parts for everything. So this isn't sponsored by them, but they did a great job. Wanted to give them a shout out. So we're going to do the extraction method. So this is my oil extractor. It's called the Topsider MVP. I've used this in several other videos, doing brakes, doing the boat's oil. This is pretty handy. The fact that the BMW, the F30 generation, has the manual dipstick, we can now extract from the dipstick. So let me show you how we're going to do that. Okay, here in the cab, we're just going to pull the hood open. Right here, you pull twice. That's how you release the hood. Okay, guys, this is the four-cylinder 2-liter diesel. So it's just a little 4-cylinder diesel engine, and we're going to go through the oil change. Show you how that works. First step is we're going to locate the oil dipstick. So this has a manual dipstick that we can pull out, which we'll do so. We'll be able to extract the oil from that hole right there. So we'll set that aside, get the extractor going. Helpful to have the car engine warm. It doesn't need to be boiling hot, but I just drove this for a quick 15-minute trip. Come home, it sat for a few minutes. I'm getting ready to go change the oil. So when the oil is warm or hot, it's easier to extract. Okay, we have the end of the extractor here. We're just putting it down. There's our dipstick hole right there. We're just putting it all the way down until it stops. Then we know it's at the bottom of the pan. Okay, it stopped right there, so I'm just going to lift up just a tiny bit. Now I'm going to get this part of this extractor. You just got to close off this is just a crimp. Pinches off the hose so that way we can create a vacuum, then we'll release that once we get it pumped up 20-30 times. Built up. Can get up here now. All right, we've got a vacuum built up. We're going to release the clip. All right, as we can see here, we got a flow of oil coming through. So we'll just let that extract for 10-15 minutes. We'll come back, we'll pinch it off, we'll do it again, so make sure we get all the oil out of it. All right, while we're waiting for the oil to get extracted into the container, we're gonna do the air filter for the engine air. Now this is the air box. It's kind of a bigger one. A lot of it's just cosmetic to take up room in the engine bay. There's just 4 clips. There's one here, one there, and there used to be one right there. I've lost one. So I'm just gonna unclip those. And then see these grommets here, this just kind of lifts up. This lifts up there. This lifts up there. You can undo this little hose right here, just kind of sits in these little clips. So you've got this is just the kind of mass airflow sensor here. So now it basically it lifts up enough that I can get that filter out right there. I can put the new one in. All right, this is a replacement for what I have here. So I've got the air filter right here. Just lift that up, pull it out. Okay, here's the filter we got out. It's not too dirty. This shows I changed it at 62,000 miles. It's at about 72,000 right now, so it's been 10,000 miles. So I'm going to replace this. I'll just throw this whole thing away. I'm also going to get, if you see down in the air box, there's a lot of dirt and stuff, dirt and debris down there that gets trapped in there that filter doesn't allow to come through. So I'm just going to get a little vacuum, just vacuum that out so that way it's not stuck in there. Okay, we got the old one out. This is the new one. I just wrote on there 70,800 miles. That's how many miles are on there now, so that way I know the last time I changed it. So I'm just going to slip that in there. I got that all vacuumed out. We'll button it back up. Okay, we've gotten the oil extracted. I did it 3 times. So I would let it suck out, till it would suck air, then I'd do it again. So that way, do that three times, and it should get it all. Now I'm getting the oil filter. The filter is probably the hardest part, just like on most oil changes, but it's under this plastic cover here. So if you just simply, I'm going to take off the oil cap. This is just pop. This lifts up. See right here, there's these little grommets, and then it just hooks in right there. So that comes off real easy. Okay, now we got that off. There's just a little oil filter housing right here. You just have to kind of move these things over right here. Okay, the filter here, so we just move these hoses out of the way so we can get to the filter, and then it's just a 27mm socket or wrench. I'm going to use a socket here. Counterclockwise to get it off. Okay, now that I've got it loose, I'm just going to pull it out just a little bit so that way the oil inside the housing will drain down into the pan. That way when I pull it out, I don't get a lot of spillage. Okay, let it drain a little bit here. Now I'm just going to get it out. Just going to use an old box here to catch the oil there. Now if you see down in there, there's actually a lot of oil, or some oil still inside the canister. I'm going to get the oil extractor and just suck that oil out of there so that way there's no old oil left in there. All right, got all the old oil out of there. Okay, we have the old oil filter here. This is just a cartridge, it just pulls off. Okay, now we get the new one. Now, if you see this goes down on the bottom. So we just snap the new one on. And then we're going to replace this O-ring here. The new filter comes with an O-ring. We're just going to replace the O-ring so that way it's a new fresh O-ring on that. Alright, just taking the old O-ring off. Okay, just slipping the new one on, make sure it gets into the groove. And I'm going to get a little bit of old oil and then just rub it around it so that way it's lubricated. It won't bind up when I tighten it down. Okay, I'm just going to wipe out the filter housing here, just get kind of all the old oil, any buildup, just get out of it. Okay, the hardest part getting the filter in is, see this little nub here? There's a hole that's at about, it's about 3 o'clock on the filter. So we're going to be putting it in like this. And you can feel it kind of seat in there. Okay, so the filter stays in there, and then you just tighten this down. I'll get the okay, you only want to tighten it to about 25 Newton meters. tighten it down, then we'll get the torque wrench. It actually will just stop, like right, it stopped right there. That's about as tight as it goes, so that's as tight as we need to go there. Just put these back. Now, because we drained the oil out of this, we're gonna put the extractor down the dipstick one more time to make sure we got all the oil out of it. Okay, we got everything, got the oil all extracted. We're just gonna put this cover back on. Cover just slips into those. Slips in and then pushes down. Okay, just making sure the dipstick's clean. Okay, we got that put back. Now, last step is just we got to fill the oil back up. Okay, the oil capacity is 5.5 liters. This is 5 liters, and then we have another liter that will fill a little bit less than half of that. Make sure you have a clean funnel. Wipe it out, make sure there's no dirt or debris inside your funnel. And then just refill. Let's take this off. Okay, we just emptied the 5 liter in. Now we're gonna do just less than half of this. That was about half. So I'm going to, once I get it started up, bring it up to temperature, I'll check it a few times, and if I need to top it off, I can. Okay, I have all the old oil in this extractor, so I just got a funnel. One thing I do, I use a different funnel. I use an old funnel, put the old oil in, and then a different funnel for the clean new oil. That way you're not contaminating your new oil or funnel. So I'm just gonna fill up the container I just put the oil from, fill it back up. That way I can just take it to the recycling to recycle the old oil. Right, we have the old oil put back in the jug here. This is full all the way to the top to where it was almost overflowing. So that means there's over 5 liters of old oil in here, and I dumped a little bit in another jug I had. So I easily got 5.5, maybe just less than 5.5 liters extracted from it. And that way I feel pretty confident I got, probably 98% of the oil out through the dipstick. So that's about as much as I put back in. So I can check it once I get the car up to operating temperature, let it set. I can do that. I have a little extra oil to top off if needed. Here we are in the passenger footwell. Here's your glove box. Just underneath here, there's a panel that comes off. There's 2 10mm bolts right under here. Let's see if we can get a shot of them. So one there. One on this other side. So just take those off, and you can remove that panel. Okay, once you get the 10mm nuts off, the panel will just pull down. And don't be alarmed, it does say airbag on this side of the panel, but that's just because there's the airbag up in here. Disconnect this. And then this will pull down. Okay, now you're just gonna need now when you get under here, there's like an S-shaped housing. This is the air filter housing. So there's 2, it's Torx 20 bit screws. So just unscrew those. You'll be able to open the flap, pull out the filter. Okay, I got the Torx bits out and I pulled down the panel. There's just a little clip push in, and then this, you just pull down on this little panel. See how it's up in there? It's like curved in there. So all you need to simply do is just, once you get the panel out of the way, just reach up there and pull it down. Now I'm gonna make sure I got the orientation correct for the new one. Doesn't look too dirty. Okay, here's the new one. Airflow is pointed this way, so when it's up in there, air comes down up from the engine bay up this way. So I want to make sure I install with the airflow pointed towards the firewall. You just basically turn it to the direction of the housing and get it back up in there. Okay, got the panel up. Just put the screws, the 2 Torx 20 bits screws up in. I'm gonna put the panel back on. All right, so we got everything buttoned up. Got the cabin filter replaced, the oil filter, and the air filter replaced. So we're all set to go. I also like, after I do this, I'll you obviously go recycle the oil, and then I keep a sheet in the car. I just write down the date and mileage I changed it, so that way I'm able to keep track when it's needed again. But thanks for watching. Hopefully that was helpful. Be sure to subscribe and like the video. Thanks.